Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? I am dropping on this Saturday evening, first and foremost, to say hey to everybody. I did not come yesterday to our normally scheduled Friday night live because it's my anniversary weekend, guys. And so I'm so excited about my 23rd year in marriage. Okay. Um, I thank God for that. I know that it was nothing but the grace of God that continues to keep us and, um, keep us loving each other and liking each other and all of that good stuff. So again, hello. For those of you who are viewing me for the first time, my name is Ebony Vaughn, and I come to you by way of Triple G Living, God Goes and Grind, where we are overcoming every obstacle, we are slaying every giant, and we are walking in our God-given authority and assignment on earth. And I'm not going to be here long this evening, but I just wanted to talk to you about something that I believe is so important. For those of you um, who can, I encourage you to, subscribe to my podcast. All of this month, we are talking about gratitude, and we're talking about the power in gratitude and purpose. And so, I just wanted to share with you just a quick thought as we continue to focus on gratitude this month. And one of the things that I want to share with you this evening is be careful how you handle your frustrations, how you handle your disappointments, how you handle mistakes or maybe things not going the way you planned them to go. Sometimes things happen and we get so excited, we get so upset, we get frustrated, and we become so anxious and just ready to throw in the towel. And my encouragement this evening is to just take every opportunity to not only be thankful but also to just relax. Sometimes we exert more energy overreacting and falling out when things don't go as we expected them. Sometimes we just have to learn how to bounce back. We have to learn how to just let things roll off of us. Now, I'm not saying that that is possible for all things, but what I am saying is just monitor your overreactions. Sometimes mountains out of we make mountains over little small things that can be corrected, or it's not as bad as we think, or it's not as big as we look, but we make mountains over some of the most minute matters, and it increases our anxiety, it increases our stress, it causes us to become irritable, and oftentimes we don't watch what we say to others in the heat of that moment. If you think about it, like maybe you're a leader and you have people that work for you and you have people that serve you on a voluntary basis, and maybe there's a mistake made, or maybe something didn't go as you instructed or as you planned. That doesn't give you the right to talk to someone in a disrespectful manner. I believe that there are times when we can provide guidance and correction. We can, we can provide our truth to someone without being belittling or demeaning. But first and foremost, we just have to learn how to calm down. Like, how often does someone say to you, it's not that serious? It's not, calm down. It's not that serious. And some of us, we overreact. We overreact, and it becomes a distraction for us. It becomes a distraction for us because guess what? We're caught up in the moment. Oh, this didn't go right. This was supposed to go right. This is supposed to go. And, and we miss the beauty of just in that moment transitioning to another place in that moment. We miss that because we're so caught up in our feelings. And we have to be careful because when we're caught up in our feelings, we are liable to say things that are inappropriate or say things that we don't necessarily mean, but it may be how we feel in that moment. And so, just a word of encouragement, just a quick word, calm down. It's not that serious. Listen, and if it is that serious, you can recover. You can get over it. I mean, if I think about all of the moments and all of the situations that I have encountered, whether it was by my hands or by someone else's hands. And guess what I did? I was able to get over it, guys. I lived past it, and you can too. And this is just a word of encouragement. So not only is it about watching how you handle people in those emotional moments, but it's also about learning how to just be resilient and bounce back. The other thing is to be thankful in all things. Sometimes maybe there is a mistake or something, and it's like, well, I thank God that this didn't happen. Maybe this didn't happen, but that didn't happen. And sometimes we got to talk ourselves through those things. A funny situation happened this week. I was supposed to be out of town, but there was something that happened, and guess what? We didn't go out of town. But you know what? My immediate thought was, maybe it just wasn't for us to go. Maybe there was a reason why we didn't go. Now, it could just be human error, absolutely. And human error is what it is. It's human error. But guess what? We'll go next time. And so my encouragement is just to learn to bounce back a little more quicker. Stay out of your feelings when things don't go as you plan, and allow yourself to transition from one moment to the next, being thankful, being grateful, being respectful of other people. Sometimes we get in our moments and things don't go the way they should, and we are yelling at people, and why didn't you do this, and why didn't you do that, talking to people like they're children. Now maybe they are children, but you know what? Sometimes you got to be careful. Not sometimes, all the time. You got to be careful in your tone when you talk to people. And for those of us that are leaders, it's very important. You can't talk to people any kind of way, especially when they are serving you, especially when they are doing when they are supporting you. Right now, I'm not saying that excellence shouldn't always be expected, or we don't want people to do things in the right way. But what I'm saying is, if things don't go the way that they are planned, guess what? Get over it. Address what needs to be addressed, and then get over it. Sometimes one of the biggest mistakes we make is ruminating. We ruminate over things, and what I mean by ruminate is we think about it over and over and over again. And it's almost like you have to stop yourself from that negative cycle of thinking about what didn't happen, thinking about how they made a mistake, or how you made the mistake, or I told them to do this and they did that, and this was supposed to happen and this didn't happen. And we go through all of these level of emotions and these thought patterns that we have, and we just have to learn how to let it go. Just let it go. It's okay. Listen, this is something that I believe that we all can benefit from doing a little more of, getting past that moment of mistakes or poor choices, and being able to look at the good in this situation, look at what could have happened, right? But then being able to move past it. That's all I have, guys. For the remainder of the month of November, we are talking about the power of gratitude. And I think that this, this word of encouragement that I'm talking about right now has everything to do with the power of gratitude, because when we learn how to let things go, and when we learn how to bounce back from difficult situations, from poor choices, from mistakes, and get into the groove of either fixing it or letting it go, and diminishing our overreactions, I believe that we'll be in a better position as it relates to interacting with other people and also getting through life. Thank you so much, guys. I will be back on next Friday. I look forward to seeing all of you. Have an amazing weekend.